We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. The Braves are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Pablo Lopez gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Standing in, Ronald Acuna. First at-bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Dickerson is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Nick Markakis digging in now. Lifted in the air to center field. Harrison is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
At the plate, Chipper Jones. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish.
This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Gone! So a solo home run right there from Chipper Jones. 38th home run of the season for him. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Number 5.
And it's grounded just foul down the line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 36 on the year for him. And it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Into the box, Andrew Jones.
Andrew
hits this one hard the other way, and this is going to be a base hit for Andrew.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, got a nice little hitting streak going.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 25 for him on the year, and the Braves add on. It's 4-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Tyler.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Atlanta leads it 4-0. Tom Glavine will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Into the box now, John Birdie, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. Drifting under it now is Markakis, and he's got it for the first out. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Corey Dickerson comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
1-2.
1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Grounded back up the middle. Over to Albies covering at second, and that'll do it. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 1 inning in the books here. Braves lead this one 4-0. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Albies with a 1-1 count now. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Stepping in now, Tom Glavine. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Barehanded on the move. Albies stands at second with no outs. And he tries to bunt here with 2 strikes, but he's out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Dickerson is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Up next for Atlanta.
Stepping into the box, Nick Markakis, runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
To the plate now, Chipper Jones, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Now the Marlins skipper is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Freddie Freeman is at the plate as he watches ball one. Looking to minimize the damage here. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Braves will settle for just the one. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Braves 5 and the Marlins. Ready now, number 15, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Harold Ramirez comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Still no balls and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Popped up. Freeman in foul ground. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Leywin.
Standing in, Leywin Diaz will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Fouled off. Diaz, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his first year at the big league level. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. The windup and the 0-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Monte Harrison is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch-out, 1 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Sixto Sanchez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Miguel Rojas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. All set for the start of the fourth. And set to go is the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Man, did this one get ugly early. As a starting pitcher, you're looking to get some length, and certainly 5 or 6 innings. He couldn't even get out of the second inning in this one. This is one he'd certainly like to forget.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ronald Acuna. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matt.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 44 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
D-Roll, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Braves able to tack on another courtesy of the solo shot. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Braves 6 and the Marlins nothing. Into the box now, John Birdie. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, man, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Corey Dickerson is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. From the belt, the pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
At the plate now, Jorge Alfaro, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. So digging in now, Chipper Jones. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And And now pitch on the way.
Jones.
Hit hard towards center. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Hey now, he's 1 for 2 in this one. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. Jones blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. And they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
At the plate, Andrew Jones. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Dickerson going back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
Gary Sheffield.
Now at the plate, Gary Sheffield. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now that.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Bro. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Rounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down. Here's the 0-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. But he'll think better of that idea as he holds on at second with 2 away now.
The second baseman.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 23 for him thus far as they just continue to pour it on here. So now to the plate, Tom Glavine. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left. Last half of the 5th. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Harold Ramirez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fouled away. Heading out toward shallow right. Markakis has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Lewin Diaz will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Stepping in, Monte Harrison looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike taken up in the zone.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Miami down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Ronald Acuña.
Ronald Acuña Jr.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd of the game as the blowout continues.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Now batting.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Chipper Jones. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Line toward right center. A dive, but it's off his glove. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box, Freddie Freeman. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
Coming to the plate now, Andrew Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and it's gone. A 2-run homer for Andrew Jones. Home run number 490 of his career as this lead got even wider.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Ryan Stanek gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Gary Sheffield. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. So far this season, Sheffield brings in a batting line above the .450 mark. Do not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
The 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ramirez is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Braves on top 13-0. Jesus Aguilar is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Hit in the air out to right. Markakis on the run. He can't get to it. This one's down. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Lifted down the line in left, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Fouled off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2, and it's fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit out towards second. Albies brings it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter, number 5. Second baseman, John Birdie.
Coming to the plate now, John Birdie. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes. 1 out and a runner on third. high in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And even with 2 outs now, they won't risk running on that arm out there as he's forced to sit tight at third base. Now to the plate, Corey Dickerson. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Jones is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. Atlanta leads it 13-0. Brandon Kinsler enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 20.
7th inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Leading off for Atlanta.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Flowers.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
The batter number.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
At the plate now, Ozzie Albies. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 13.
Acuña digs in now. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ramirez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Standing in now, Chipper Jones. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Liner toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Markakis rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can witness happening in a single game. He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this one.
Yimi Garcia comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Yimi Garcia.
So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman as he rips it on the ground to second. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Braves lead it 16-0. last half of the 7th here. And next to hit is the catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Behind 0-2 now. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
To the plate now, Harold Ramirez. Popped up. Flowers shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still 16-0. The next to bat for Atlanta, Andrew Jones. He'll start us off in the 8th.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side, right to him. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Into the box now, Tyler Flowers. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Not too many. So stepping in, Lewin Diaz. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here we go.
And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2.
Ball.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Fouled away. The 1-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Monte Harrison stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Yimi Garcia.
Garrett Cooper will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Garrett Cooper.
In there at the knees, strike one. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Miami down in order, still 16-0. Josh Taylor enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 72.
Ozzie Albies will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's set and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He's there and records the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Tom Glavine, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Ronald Acuna will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
In now, Nick Markakis. Swing and he pops him up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Glavine is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, Chipper Jones, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes.
He's in at second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Freddie Freeman.
At the plate now, Freddie Freeman, as he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings one home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now.
Striding in, Andrew Jones. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Harrison retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. One more shot. At the plate, Miguel Rojas. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, John.
Ready now for the Marlins, John Birdie. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And he popped him up. Sheffield onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch count. Loud contact for Dickerson, and a ball headed to deep right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now batting, catcher,
Luke Jackson enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, and this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Into the box now, Harold Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A shot down the first baseline. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. 19-3 tonight. Atlanta scored 19 times in this one. Tom Glavine records the victory, his 13th of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Pablo Lopez was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.